Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined today by Ray from Respect the Craft. You see him often in the chats. What's going on, Ray?
Hey, what's up, brother? I was about to make the joke first time caller, but I've been here before. Just different monikers now.
You've been on the channel, but sometimes people see you in there and they're probably like, who's Respect the Craft? Well, that's Ray's new podcast.
Yep.
Ray, do you want to tell people what it's about?
Sure. Yeah, it's a podcast. I try my best at honoring the craft of professional wrestling by doing discussions, interviews, all that jazz, just showing the support for something we all love here. It's channel right here. It's Everything Pro Wrestling. It's something I respect too. So great to be here.
We've got a lot to talk about here, guys. And the main focus of today's discussion is going to be WWE 2K22. They had a trailer release, of course, early this morning. When I'm busy, I got stuff to do. And they dropped the trailer. So you didn't get it as live as I would like it to be, but that's okay because you're getting the best trailer breakdown that's honest, true, and always ready to go. But first, we're going to do our intro and then we're going to get into it.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? I see you trying to sneak into class, Cactus. What's going on, bro? I see you, though. Say what? WWE 2K22, I was told it was just talk about honey barbecue wings. It must be lunchtime for you. Must be lunchtime. Connor says, hello, gentlemen. What's up, Connor?
Hey, what's up, Connor?
B-Boy Skyline said there was like no gameplay, but GM mode is back. We're going to get into all that. The nerve is gameplay, B-Boy. It's how 2K does it. Cactus and me were in an e-fed called XGW. You guys will probably see all of us on Twitter. We all have access to that Twitter handle. And yeah, we go in there sometimes and we just discuss and talk a little pro wrestling. And we're very, very well known in the games. And so is Ray. And this is why I thought Ray would be the perfect person to have come on and discuss WWE 2K22. Ray, right now, looking at the covers, does this matter to you? Like, do the covers matter? Do you care a lot about this stuff?
This one does. This year, it matters immensely to me just because it's Rey Mysterio. If anything, this is going to be the reason that sells it, I feel like, because, again, it's a legend on there. He even talked about it today. It's 20 years in the game, especially at least 20 years in WWE. So it's awesome to get to see a cover like this. We were talking about this off the air. Usually it's a digital age, so I'm not really looking forward to seeing the cover in person. But I am looking forward to at least this is what the cover looks like without having to see the typical let's copy and paste for this year's game. It's at least something different with Rey Mysterio.
Right. Dark Elite Eric says, I'm not live on YouTube. Eric, I will check on that for you, my good sir. But yeah, if you're on Twitch, that's just as fine. You can come watch me on there. I'm having a Twitch identity crisis right now. I haven't streamed any games on there in a while, but we can always check it out. It says I'm live. I see people in there.
You said on YouTube that we're live?
Yeah, it says we're live, right?
I'm in the chat.
Yeah. So we're in there. Tell your friends. Someone send out a tweet for me. I didn't send out any notifications for this. I just wanted to talk about wrestling video games. It's something we're passionate about here. And Ray was just talking about the cover, but from the trailer today, Ray, what were your expectations going in, and did they meet those expectations from everything we saw? I can't show footage of the trailer because it got my last video I showed any trailer footage in. I didn't get a strike, but it got taken down in certain countries, and I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore.
I'm so worried about the video I'm putting out later because I showed so much in there that's like, it's gonna be fun. But I went in hoping for the best, and it met somewhat of my expectation. It gave us something. It confirmed everything we were hearing about. My only issue was, where's the gameplay? Like, at least something to be like, oh, this is what you're going to see. Because they gave us a bunch of, oh, this is what you might see, but the final product isn't going to look anything like this. Like,
right.
hey, what's up, Chad? How's it going?
Yeah, and shout out to everybody who's checking now. I see people checking Twitch, YouTube. I should be up on everything. I'm also on Twitter, by the way. If you guys are watching there, like I said, give a retweet, give a share, help a brother out. Go subscribe to Respect the Craft as well. Go help Ray out too.
Please do.
So yeah, not Positively E has shown up and said not a selection of gameplay. That's okie dokie. Yeah, listen, there's things to definitely complain about when it comes to this. The first thing I thought of when I saw the trailer, Ray, was stunning. These graphics look stunning, and I've got a bunch of pictures that I'm gonna just kind of go through while we're talking, but stunning, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think graphically of this game? Because it's supposedly 60 frames per second now.
It looks it's beautifully done. Like visually, I'm a sucker for the graphics. Like if it's well done, you got me in. Like I was talking about how the entrances this year, they said they worked on so much. I'm hoping if it looks that well entrance wise, that I'm feeling like, you know what? Okay, it does feel like we're actually watching the show. Then I'm hooked, especially for us that are going to end up streaming the game. I want it to live up to that hype. Like I'm definitely going to be, the gaming channel is coming back in March. So it needs to give that, okay, this is the right feel. Especially, I'm going to be streaming on a PS5. Like it better look like it.
Right. Right. People have went out of their way to get these systems, and you have to deliver on them. I thought it was going to be a big mistake if they didn't put it out on PS5. Yeah. I know that was a rumor for a little bit. Thank goodness that wasn't it. Yeah. Cactus, we can't say stuff like this in the chat about Brock. All right. Big E has taught us. Chalk Lesnar. All right. Bobby, I can't wait for that match, by the way, for the Royal Rumble. Which we will have a live review for. So that match is probably the match I'm looking most forward to besides the Rumbles. I can't wait to see that match. Gameplay season, graphic season. There's two different. Listen, I have a buddy who loves graphics, bro. That's all he cares about. I'm a gameplay guy. Ray, I don't know where you stand in all of this.
I'm a mix of both. Like I wanted to have decent graphics, but also that gameplay better be up to par. Because again, we love to switch. We love to be able to have it on Twitch, love to stream it. Like I want to be able to play on there. And thank you so much, Chad. Thanks for the subscription.
PS5, I still got a PS3. Cactus, we've been talking to you for a long time, bro. We'll talk offline. I'm gonna have to get back on it to see if I can find you a 5 and just send it to you. Got me up here putting in some OT, but game looks great overall. Things that I guess what impresses you the most right now about the game, Ray? Like for me, it's my GM. Like I'm glad that this is finally back in, but I want to know, does it hit different? Like we saw a bunch of people saying that, but
yeah,
that's a lot. Talk is cheap.
I was like, okay, by now I'm surprised they didn't get Uncle Murda to be the producer for this game. They said it hit different too many times.
He said we need the uncensored version for all these songs.
but what's really catching me, GM mode coming back, I'm happy for it, but I want to wait and see for that. What's catching me is that my faction. I want to see what that's about because I want to see, is it going to be something similar to almost a story mode with a faction? I want to see, are we creating our own? Is there going to be like a base template? I want to see what that's going to bring because it's something, I guess, technically new for this year. It's outside of just our typical universe mode and my career coming back.
Right. We got.
Look at that Macho Man on there.
I see it.
Are great.
BJ said, so what all went down? I've been out of the loop today. Okay, BJ, we're getting to a lot of it. Graphics got to be contemporary. And he also said, what's up to Ray?
What's up, BJ? How's it going?
Detroit became human 4 years old and smoking 2K miles. Kyra, at least Rob ain't talking about donuts. Come on now, Chad. Come on now with that donut stuff again. LeGoat says, what's good, LeGoat? What's up? Okay, I see Chad's talking football talk here. We'll save that for Madden. 2K dropping screenshots like GTA trilogy. I'm smelling an okie doke. Listen, bro, I don't know what to say for this. I'm trying to have faith is the key thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what else we saw in the trailer. We saw great entrances, lots of details to all of these entrances now. I like it.
Yeah, that Shotzi one caught me like quick. Like,
there it is,
there
right
you
there.
Go. Boom. Like, the
Shotzi
tank.
has the tank.
That's gonna be everyone's custom entrance.
Yeah. All the calls are definitely gonna have this. We went over the new My GM mode. This is what it's looking like. You can probably pick from Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, Shane, Stephanie, and I heard Triple H is the boss of it, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of interesting.
Where's Regal at though? Where's Regal at?
I
want to be Regal.
Bro. Don't make me. Everybody wants to be
How am I
Commissioner
supposed to
Regal.
build to War Games?
Cactus, that is Macho Man, not Macho King. Rock the pants. Maybe we'll get an alternate attire, and I'm glad you brought that up, Cactus, because this is something I wanted to talk about. Check out Shayna Baszler's model here, right?
Ooh.
Looks really good, right? Right, Ray?
Really does, yeah.
Ray, tell me the difference though between this one and this one.
See,
different attires. Does that mean we're finally getting multiple attires for people?
I would hope that means, but I also am hoping it's not just this is Shayna 1 year and this is Shayna another year.
Right?
That's what I'm hoping, because that's always my worry when I see, there's multiple attires. It's like, are we getting attires this year? Because you also got Rey Mysterio that you're going to have like 20 different versions of. Let's just switch the attire out and not need Rey this like.
It's an interesting thought process that I was noticing through it. Yes, Sonya's tie is lit, Cactus. Derek did not put on a Bills jersey last night. He was a sore loser, Chad. You need to let him know. Stop being a Patriots fan when you live in Buffalo. That said, Triple H is the boss. Is this the end of the game and you get replaced by Brucey B? Too real for me, BJ.
We're talking video games. You type the cheat code in. I love you. Turns into Bruce Mitchell.
Brother love unlocked. Triple H the boss. Bruce must be peeking around the corner. Come on, y'all. Come on. Shayna 19, Shayna 20. Hashtag doubles.
That's what I'm saying. Not. That's possibly going to be the thing.
Like, I don't see how you could do it, because I don't know, man. I hope that's wrong. But check out this cool screenshot of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, that's clean.
That looks really good. But once again, though, Ray, peep that.
Okay, so this is intriguing me now, because I don't think they're gonna do the Shinsuke like 1920. But again, with 2K, you never know. That's
right.
It looks cool though. It looks cool to see a chance of like, we're gonna have different attires. Will this also mean you can now make alternate attires and not take up your custom slot?
Bro,
that's what I'm wondering.
The dreams are real.
Because I want space for my 100 slots, because Universe mode is going to be real this year.
Yeah, and they really haven't mentioned too much about Universe mode. So if anybody's wondering, the only thing I've seen that looks like a difference, maybe you could play as one wrestler within the Universe mode. That's it.
Also, the only thing I've heard from like mainly focusing on it is there's rankings now. Like now you can tell he's won this many matches, he's lost like that. Which I guess that's cool, because for people that do want to keep up to date, like, this person's won this many matches or that. So that's cool. But
right.
I'm hoping they focus more on it, because I'm big on the Universe mode side of things.
It helps. And I do like that Asuka's pointing at the little 2K22 logo we have up there. Asuka's attire looks really clean there.
Really does. Again, the graphics help, because those look at Big Match John there. He's smelling the new trailer. That's it.
Yeah, he looks like Freddy Krueger from the new remake one. I'm like, what's going on here? But it looks good. It looks like 15 with the frame rates that we deserved back when we thought we first got it. Like much cleaner. We even got Rock. They look like they rescanned him. He looks much better than in previous years.
He's gonna have the new tattoo though. That's my question. Or they just put in classic Rock with the bowl still
I'm
being
sure.
there.
I'm sure they're saving that Rock for when he hopefully returns for one more match, even though he's already said he's retired.
Yeah. Hey, gotta protect those hips, man. Gotta protect those hips.
Right? What's going on, James Chadwick? Thank you for popping in and joining us, my friend. Appreciate you. We got Ray here from Respect the Craft. We're just talking a little 2K22, getting into it. Let's see here. We brought up Nakamura. Check out the ladies here. Bianca Belair. I thought Rhea Ripley looked really clean too.
She really did. And again, I like this part of it. It was cool to see that, okay, we're getting somewhat of what we possibly could expect. But I'm just waiting for, can we get actual gameplay? Because I want to see how clean that's going to be. Because that's the biggest test right now.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see like how one of the big complaints, Ray, was Bianca's hair. Does that work? Like these are the things that have to be fixed that were previously. I listened to some Lionel Jinx interviews today. He sounds like he's down with it, like getting fixed, cleaned up.
It's not even the belts. I was hearing they really put an effort in making that work instead of just like, oh, belts going through the rib cage or something. Like hopefully that was all worked out because those mechanics are, again, it's small details, but they mean a lot when you're that focused on like every little detail.
Like, and Lionel Jinx did an interview with the Vibe guys, and they were talking about how the belts look better than they ever did before. And I want to just say this as a word of caution. I'm not saying anything bad about the Vibe guys. They all seem like cool dudes. But remember, people, these guys are part of the 2K Next Makers program. They're not going to say anything bad that's going to jeopardize it. Remember when everybody used to get to come out there and have their reviews and talk about the games? These guys are working with 2K. They're releasing the information with 2K. Just a word to the wise. So like pump your brakes when they say something's good. Just pause for a second and just think, all right, your words on this, and I'm going to remember this for next time if it's bad. That's how I'm feeling with it. I've been burned too many times as a fellow gamer. And Ray, you're probably the same age as me almost. You know, like there have been games where you get hyped up for it and then you're just let down.
Yeah, it's 2K20 all over again. We were hyped. We were told we off that 2K19. You were like, we got it. And then it's like
Peacemaker DLC, I hope. Supposedly there's 5 packs coming, so we'll see. What's going on with Belair's face? I couldn't tell you. Conrad, you will be the ref for Rock's match if it does happen. If it's good, I'm going to make RTR 2K22 for sure. Yeah, BJ had his own channel too for a minute. Pro Wrestling Shoot, Jesse. What's going on, Jesse?
What's up, Jesse?
He said, what's the Respect the Craft, Addy?
It's going to be everything is Respect the Craft. The YouTube is Respect the Craft. The socials are all respect_the craft. So all
there you go. There. Caught me on my lunch break. That's what's up, man. Shout out to that West Coast time period, man. See, good stuff, bro. Jesse has an amazing show, Pro Wrestling Shoot. Catch him on all of your favorite podcast listening devices as well. 2K pulled a Madden 22. Come on now. I hope Inferno and special guest referee a casket match and Buried Alive returns this year. I feel like they would have said it if it is.
Yeah, that definitely would have been like the focal point, especially when they showed Taker today, when they showed like they even showed Kane chokeslamming. I feel like that would have been the instant like, oh, this is where they're gonna show.
Kane's pants were off last time, and I'm wondering, and that sounded really bad. I just realized Kane's pants attire was not correct with his upper attire. In all of this. So
what was Kane doing when you were watching?
This ain't the right trailer. No, Kane had like his 04 pants with his like newer top, and it didn't look right to me. And I'm like, and I'm starting to wonder, maybe what you said is true though, Ray. Maybe we can edit these things again.
That would be cool again if you're able to like mismatch or not. Well, not on purpose, but do like your little alternates. That would be cool to see.
Yeah, but I'm with James. I hope we do get like special guest referee. Those matches have to make a return, but I feel like that could be a push for next year too.
Yeah.
Like
again, if they can at least make this game work and then hope us out for the following year, that would be great. But again, give us something that's playable that we don't have to go back to 2K19.
right?
Please.
Sick has also joined us. He said streaming didn't send a notification. Cactus, you're supposed to be sending the notifications. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing to me, bro? Mags, what's up, Mags?
Hey, what's up, Mags?
Mags, I would plug one of your podcasts, but you have like a million of them. So you pick one and I'll throw the plug in for you. Cactus said 2K. Nah, you don't get a casket match special guest rep. Take this GM mode and leave us alone. Probably what they said. Whoa, that was a different Big Red Machine. This would have been the perfect time to have one of my sponsors, but I did not click it for this video, so I won't do that to you guys. Whoa, this is making the game rated R. Kane naked. They dress Kane like a dad who's dropping his kids off for school. This is why he's not a mod. He had one job. Tell him, Sick, one job, Cactus. But yeah, no, shout out to my XGW brethren. I love you guys, man. You guys are the best. So looking at this, and you know what? I'll put this next picture up for Cactus because he was Randy Orton in our league. Very, very different. So we've discussed this. Rey Mysterio, Ray, how are you feeling about what we're gonna get from this? We're promised 96 Starrcade Ray. Hold on. We better get Jushin Thunder. Like, you do not tease someone who loves New Japan Pro Wrestling and not give us Jushin Thunder Liger, bro.
Especially if they're saying that ring and that arena is going to be in the game. You better give us the match. Like, we already know, top to bottom, showcase mode is Rey Mysterio. We're getting his greatest rivals. You got to give us that match. Like, we're talking about this, like, you know you're going to get the
must-haves. Go through this. What are the must-haves for Rey Mysterio?
You got to give us Halloween Havoc, Ray and Eddie. You got to. Like, that has to be in there.
I hope they called Psychosis. Call Psychosis and get the ECW matches or even the Great
Super Crazy. Give us him. Give us all that feud. Give us Tajiri in this game. Again, you have Paul Heyman. He could just be like, you know what? Yeah, we'll sign it off. Like, just give us that. They have all this is on the net. I was about to say the network on Peacock. Give us those matches. Like, give little Guido a call. He's still in New Jersey. I don't see him doing anything.
Man, I hope your PS5 connects to Pawn Squirrel in a box modem. Terrible. Mag says 1,000,001 podcast, 5 rounds, a change in attitude. A change in attitude is really, really good if you like attitude era stuff. Badlands, where they do a lot of what ifs, very great as well. Okay. And chain wrestling. Go ahead, Mags. You keep going to work, bro. I don't even know if Mags has time to like sleep because I don't know how he gets all these done. Why does Randy look like he's smelling a fart? I do not know.
That's him and John in those pictures. John just looks like he's sniffing everything. He's like this new trailer.
Kane forgot his pants in the locker room. Liger is in the Hall of Fame. It's a slam dunk. I hope, bro.
Oh, wait, that is true. He's in the Hall. So he might be under the Legends deal. So right? They might be able to use it. Okay.
Sick brings up a good thing. We're jumping all over the place in this NWO package. Why should I spend $120 on it? Well, Ray. So listen, this is a digital version of this. Yeah, I know you can kind of see us like, hey, but $120. You're gonna get all of these guys that you see up on the screen and Eric Bischoff. You should have put him on the cover too, to be honest. You could have took a newer picture, but maybe Hogan wasn't feeling swole. Put the leather jacket on him or something. You're going to get all of them. The arenas are NW. It was Sold Out 97 and Bash at the Beach 96, which are 2 classic arenas for them. This is cool. My weird thing is we had this already, though. Yep. I don't know, Ray. Are you feeling this version of it, though, to get everything?
See, now I'm usually a person that I'll get the collector's edition, but I usually expect it to be like physical. That to me kind of sells the price. Like, okay, you're usually getting an autograph, you're getting a Funko or some type of like memorabilia. The fact that it's a digital edition, getting somewhat characters we've already had, it's like, I don't know if that 120 price point is going to catch a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
I'll try it, but I don't know. They can sucker me in with this one, but damn.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's guys who've been in the game as regular characters every year. Now you're like, yeah, now you pay for them.
Yeah.
Why? Why would I pay for this?
Like, at least, like, the Undertaker pre-orders, at least that's a pre-order. I thought that was DLC. I'm like, wait, so we're paying for Undertaker?
And those 3 Undertakers are the Phantom version of the Undertaker, Lord of Darkness, and the Boneyard match Undertaker.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be using Boneyard match just to beat up some young bloods online, just because I could do it. We'll see. I don't know. I might not be as good as I used to be. They changed the controller scheme. Shout out to Mags too. We talked about this on Ray's podcast, which we just did. If you guys go over there, you'll see.
Should be dropping right after this. I'll be dropping that as well.
Batista, Eddie. This was money. Batista and Ray, you got to put that in there where Ray's getting choked out. Dave, you're hurting me.
That was the one match that I said I hope they don't. Maybe put them as their tag title reign, but I don't think we need Batista that heel turn.
Could you imagine? Somebody put ladder match for Ray and Eddie. Could you imagine, like, Dominic, we need to scan you, but you got to shave all your facial hair off this week so we can have you as a kid? What? Hoovy. That would be good.
I forgot about Hoovy.
James Chadwick is a wrestling encyclopedia as well. He has like 4 screens up watching them at the same time if they're all on. Like, this dude is a beast.
That would be a good one too. Again, I just want those sequences in the game. Oh man,
I'm loving the answers right now. Someone said, "What about Hoovy Juice?" Mag said, "What about him being launched into a production truck like a lawn dart?"
See, that's what I'm. Oh wait, no, we can't get. There's no more BS.
Sadly, right? Wait, it was Nash who did it, I think.
Was it Nash or was it?
It was Nash.
Okay. So
I don't think I think at that time, I don't know if he had joined yet, the Giant.
Okay. Now someone else.
Psychosis is on the gram. They ain't got no excuse. If he's on Instagram, he better be in the game. Because NWO is for life, also for $120. Jesse, that might get a star for me. That was good. That's one of my favorites. If Hogan doesn't air guitar, I'm gonna be madder than hell. He should. What is that? 105 in UK ain't paying for that. F that. Okay. That's and then which side is he on? That is true. 90 for digital edition is still pretty steep. Yep. 105, that's worse. Yeah, dude, they're tripping with some of these. Sea Cactus comments like, "This is why you'll never experience the otherworldly bliss." I'm not even saying anything to this.
We need the I'm Your Pop. We do. But again, if they do that, if they have that, they're going to do all the Eddie and Ray matches. I mean, we're getting that Halloween Havoc. We have to get that. Like, if Dom's going to be in the game, why not give his thoughts on it? Let him tell his story.
Do we see Ray unmasked? Do you think they even go in that route, or like, no, let's avoid it? Because I would love Billy Kidman. I think he still works for the company.
Yeah, he's still producer.
And there we go. What about Ray versus Nash for the mask? That would be good.
I would love that. See, this is what we're talking about on ours. I would have loved to see Ray and Dean, but just because of AEW, I doubt we see that. But Ray and Ultimo is a possibility.
I like Ultimo.
Ooh.
Ultimo's still hitting up the indie scene. If you guys see him in your local area, check him out.
Such a nice guy, too. I got to meet him 2 years ago. Such a nice guy.
6 has 120 for characters they'll just release later. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to release them. I feel like they're putting them behind the paywall just for that, to purposely have that in.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Is there anything that we haven't touched upon? We talked about the GM mode. This is some of the stuff you can expect. You can go against your friends. Should be a fun time in this. Here's Seth Rollins' model for how the entrances look.
Pretty clean.
By the way, those jackets were also worn by the Young Bucks. There's a beef over who's got the swaggiest jackets apparently in wrestling.
I'm not gonna lie, those jackets are all available on Amazon. We got $80. You can wear it too, folks.
And
this looks cool. Like this, to be able to do all this, like that new style of it, like it brings me back to those SmackDown versus Raw days of being able to book your card, have all this set up. Like, also, if they said you might be able to do this like against your friends, this would be a cool mode to stream. Like,
Yeah.
if we're able to do this, Conrad, we're gonna talk later. Like, we might have to do our own low GM beef here.
Yeah, listen, I'm down, bro. For
Yeah.
the long term too. Like I'm with it. That sounds dope. Here's another look at Rey Mysterio. Look at the boots. Look at the
You know, this is a different attire too.
yeah.
So, because this is already different than the one he's wearing the shirt in. So, again, you might be right on alternate attires. Because, again, I doubt this is going to be a, Rey Mysterio 2020, 2021 type deal.
Let me see here. People are getting back into it. I mean, if I pay 120 for the NWO, can I at least get the LWO?
They mentioned it on the Rey Mysterio's press conference today. So maybe we might get a version of the LWO.
If we get El Dandy, this is a must buy. It's a must buy.
I don't think we're gonna get El Dandy, but I don't know.
Six said they've done this too many times. 6 months later, they'll release the NWO characters for everyone to buy, which will automatically devalue the $120 purchase. Sick, this hits different though. That's all I kept hearing in all these interviews today.
Every person that even promoted this was saying that line. I was like, again, where's Uncle Murda at? He better be getting royalties for every time someone said it hit different.
Right? $1,000 for a Dolph Ziggler promo? Pass. Come on now, Cat. Have some faith here.
You know what's gonna happen on my GM mode? You're gonna build a whole roster. 2 months in, you have to release half your roster.
Dude, yeah.
Bruce Pritchard's just gonna give you the call, like, nope.
The roster makes you wonder what you're gonna get. Check out Sasha right here. Sasha looks great. This is probably the best model I've ever seen of her.
Again, the details I'm glad they really put into work this year. Again, my worry though is when it comes to the gameplay itself. Because again, it can look great like this. These are stills of it. But once it gets to that gameplay, are we just going to see her hair just start moving around on its own? Like,
right.
This is my worry. Like,
right. And if you guys were wondering what we were talking about before, here is one model of Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
Here is another model, though, completely different colors.
Yep.
So maybe we're going to get different attires in here. We didn't even talk about the community creations. This is just a little sample of what you can do in there. Ray, the community creations, bro.
I'm ecstatic because, again, I'm a person, I've made my own customs. Like, if you've followed me, guys, I try to make most of the tri-state area indie guys. So I'm big on customs like this. But finding out today that it is cross-platform, holy like,
you could drop it. We're into this together.
We're after 10 minutes. Right. Holy shit! Like, this is about to be this is gonna change the game here. This hits different if it works, because that's my worry. They said it, but is it gonna work?
We got Little Fettuccine 69 in the chat. What's going on, Fettuccine? He says, favorite Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie. Do you have one?
Gridiron Gang.
Okay. Yeah. I might have to go with that as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I haven't seen a lot of the Fast and Furious. I know people are going to be mad at me. I stopped watching.
I would have said that, but I feel like even Hobbs and Shaw was a little better for him in that sense. So.
Yeah, I just watched Central Intelligence for the first time. Rock's got too many damn movies.
He does.
The other thing, but he's getting paid, so good for him. Six said hits my bank account differently.
Slick, it's facts. Like, it's I don't know. Again, hopefully these channels are picking up, so we just make the 120 back. Because
right. Make sure you guys hit that donation button if you want.
I'm about to add one to my channel. Like get me my money back.
El Dandy, he's a jam up guy to the highest magnitude. He is. Bret Hart knows. Roster has me worried as well. They have released so many people. They're gonna have to bring back Tony and his Jeep from SVR. Oh no, that's from 09. See, you're getting too old. You're starting to mix it up. SVR 09 and the famous red and green models.
Yo, we need those guys back.
Right? Pro Wrestling Shoe says, I'm going to buy the NWO package, but that's because I always buy the deluxe to these games. Me too, because I want all the DLC. Supposedly there's 5 DLC packs once again. Yeah. So that sounds like it might be worth it. I just hope they're updating it. I feel like we're going to get an NXT 2.0 pack. That's the only thing I feel like that's for certain. NXT UK is supposedly included in everything too.
See, that's what I heard that, but also, so who's supposed to represent them in my GM? Because I heard that was supposed to be involved there as well.
Is it Sid Scala still? I haven't watched since AEW started. I'm not gonna lie. Like I loved UK, but I was just like, something's got to get cut out of the wrestling life here. And UK is the one that takes the hit for me.
Yeah,
I'll go and watch it. Like if someone tells me there's a great Walter match or something, or Ilya Dragunov, and I hope those guys make it in too. Maybe they'll get a pack.
I would hope by now they definitely would put at least Walter in, like have Imperium in there. Like they should have made the cut. Like, again, like we have to talk about that too in a little bit. Like, who do you think basically like edged by that cut? Like that's gonna be.
Here's Ray. I forgot to mention this on yours too, dude. I just thought about this. So create cross-platform. I was watching something, and I was watching an Operation Sports video. Shout out to my man Brian Mazik, who asked a lot of Creation Suite questions.
Yeah.
You will be able to now put images in the game. So you know how like the modding community was adding. So if you wanted the picture of the Briscoes in, you could put a picture of them in. So supposedly that's going to be in the game. Ooh. That sounds pretty dope. Check it out. It was on Operation Sports and it was in the middle of it, but he asked that question and Lionel Jinx dropped it on us. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. So they should. And I'm telling you guys, if you're not familiar with each side, there's a lot of good people out there who do cause. What's the status is somebody who I wish I could have gotten more of his cause. Dre 41 Gaming's really good. Game Bolt. I'm just trying to think of who else I used to mess with on the old systems. There's a bunch, guys, like cause.ws, Smack Talks forums. You could probably see me and Ray. We'll probably retweet people who have really good ones. Tag us in them, man, and we'll help you guys out with that. Let's see here. 20 wrestlers in the rest will be different versions of Roman Reigns. Planet 51 is the best rock movie. Skyscraper is a good one. I like that one. Oh, Jumanji was good too.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in the new Jumanjis. Yeah.
They could have just had Justin Leaper. Shout out to Justin too. Love Justin, man. Good dude. NXT UK. You guys are in here just going to work. What if you get the season pass and then they make you pay for stuff separately and say it wasn't part of the season pass? It'll be the last damn season pass I buy. They'll hear from me on Twitter.
Oh man,
I'll be the first one lighting up the pitchfork and fires and all that stuff. I'll be out there, bro. I ain't even got a PS5 yet. Might just buy an Xbox at this point. Heard they are easier to get. They are, Jesse.
Yeah, I've really seen like more availability for the Xbox.
So Mark Goldman says, one thing I realized seems like many people have multiple attire. Seems like they are left over from the early stages of 2K21.
That might be it. But again, does that mean they're going to be alternate attires or alternate characters? Because is this just going to be the base model of like, hey, this is what 2K21 was going to be, and we just added what we were expecting for the next game? Because if that's the case, again, this coding better be done correct.
Right. Supposedly 8 wrestlers online, 60 frames per second. What could go wrong in a WWE game?
That's my thing too. Are they going to keep the 8 wrestlers at a time?
It says it already on the back of the box. I guess someone showed it, and I'm like, is it going to work? But it looks like the frames have improved. We'll see. This is a touch and go. They had a lot of time with this.
Yeah. So,
like I said, that might be your future right there, guys. A lot of different stuff, new movesets, new buttons. To me, this is one of those games where you can listen to all the interviews you want. You can listen to us. You're not going to know until this game's in someone's hands that you guys trust to do this. Hold on here. We got a bunch of people popping up. Fred Bucks, WWE Epic Gameplay. What's going on, Fred? Good to have you in here. Do you know if the War Games match is included? I do not know if that's been included. I'm going to say no, more than likely. That's a difficult match for them to put in.
I feel like if they can't get an 8-man tag done correctly, I don't think War Games is going to be able to fit. Just because, again, it's not on them. It's the coding issue as well. Like possibly for next year. Which I also
that's something they would highlight too in this video package. They'd be like, check this out, boom.
Unless they're waiting. Like again, they said in the upcoming weeks we're going to start getting those roster confirmations. We might get possibly that. Who knows? So,
Cactus says more concerned about the new engine. When did they say who will be in the game? That's just going to be.
They said it's starting up in upcoming weeks.
Okay,
so little by little, we should be getting some roster confirmations.
We got it here. Time frame wise, it would make sense. I guess the engine rewrite, they could add stuff. This is true. 8 guys online. Welcome to the lag.
Oh man, that's
PS Store confirms 8 players online. Nighthawk, what's good? Another XGW brethren. Jungle Crew, somebody just said. That was good too. So do you think the game is worth pre-ordering, or will you wait and see? I'm throwing that to Ray first.
I'm definitely gonna pre-order tomorrow. Again, I'm just thinking about, do I spend that 120?
I kind of want multiple covers too. Like, I really don't want it just to be NWO. I kind of want it to flip back and forth because I actually like the covers.
That's my worry. Because again, how it's not a collector's edition. At least with the collectors, it's like you get that little, like how a Blu-ray comes or 4K now. That's like, okay, slip this off. It's Rey Mysterio.
Bro, you could have gave like a special Rey Mysterio like WWE 2K22 mask. I would have did that.
That's what I would have loved that.
Mask. Yeah.
Like that would have been the stream mask. That's it. Like, we're playing this. Like, this is making it worth the 120.
Did you like WWE 2K Battlegrounds? I got it and played it a few times. That's it. I'm about the same.
I waited till it was free.
Me too. I didn't even buy it. I was just like,
I just waited till it was free because I was like, because I was the one of those guys that bought 2K20's collector's edition. So I was like, I'm not spending money until they fix this damn game. So again, I'm contemplating 120 on this game.
Listen, Pro Wrestling Shoe says, bro, if they don't put War Games in, I mean, what are we doing here? We've been saying maybe for the next 3 years. Priorities, bro.
We waited 2 years for this game. Jesse, you know this is pain right now.
Right.
Again, guys, go subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna need to make this 120 back.
Yeah, help respect the craft out. Fred Buck says, thanks, G's. Fred, I appreciate you, bro. Don't forget to hit that like button if you guys haven't. Hit a like spike for us. And also subscribe to the channel if you enjoy wrestling video game talk. There's going to be more of it. There's going to be more for AEW games, the wrestling code. There's a lot of stuff happening right now.
I still can't wait for that. Like those trailers they've been dropping have been great.
Right? Physical or digital? Listen, bro, right now I'm leaning towards the NWO. If not, it's going to be digital. It's one of those two for me.
That's the thing too. Like, if the NWO edition was physical, I feel like it would be a little more worth the price. That's my thing. But again, this digital version, it's like, what are we actually getting from this? Like, that's the worst part. Like,
Mark says, I'm not going to pre-order, but deluxe because it's physical. I have an online retailer that can get me the game 5 to 10 days pre-release. Mark, I'm gonna have to talk to you in the DMs, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, let us know this scoop, man. Like, how you gonna tell us this and not let us know?
Ray, I always heard they were from New York City. The people who were dropping those.
I know, like.
When is the wrestling code game? So my prediction, wrestling code definitely is confirmed. They're not going to be until 2023 at some point. Yeah. And I feel like AEW, I thought it would be at the end of 2022. I feel like AEW should wait now until 2023 as well. Don't come out with anything this year. See where 2K has made errors and capitalize on those. Yeah. DM me your channel. I thought I was subscribed, but DM me just in case. I got to get back to work. I hope you guys have a great day. So yeah, if you follow Jesse Pro Wrestling Shoot Ray, he said DM him that.
Will do. Thanks, Jesse.
Mark Goldman said, doubt they ship over to the States in time for the release. Come on, Mark. Come on. You know somebody in that office. Come on. Let me know. Send me the DM, bro. I know what that means. Send me the DM. But Ray, tell them what you got planned coming up for this before we get on out of here, man.
We'll do. So definitely today, after this, I'll be dropping. It's already processed. We're all set. We're going to come out with a different version of our talk. It's a little more PC, if you will. Fortunately, because of how my channel's set up, because I am talking with a bunch of guys on interview-wise. So even tomorrow, I'll be speaking with Shannon Hunter, indie-wise. She's been in this game for like 20 years. So we're talking all things from CZW to GCW and beyond. So definitely, guys, come check out the channel if you like all things wrestling, because we're respecting the craft of professional wrestling here. So definitely come up the channel.
And he's going to have live streams for the video games. He was on top of it even during the down times when I stayed away from it. So,
I tried to make 2K20 work, and it was rough, but hopefully 2K22 it hits my system different.
By the way, the DMs are coming in. My shout out to Mark Goldman. Six said, I never thought I'd say this, but digital is way more convenient. I'm getting too old to be standing in line with 6'5" dudes who don't wear deodorant. Come on.
Welcome to the struggle of having to be at every indie show.
So with that, here it is, guys. If you guys pre-order, you can get the game 3 days early for the digital deluxe and that NWO for Life edition. Like I said, I hope you guys are all happy with this. I don't think anybody goes out of their way to say this is going to be a bad video game. You shouldn't buy this, blah, 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 blah. It's all good, man.
Yeah, there's nothing that's like made it look like that. It's like nothing's been like, oh, really? This like it looks good.
Yeah, I have hope. It can't be as bad as 20. That's what I'm going with right now.
That's the sad fact, and that's all we have to say now. Is like it can't get worse.
So listen, guys, have faith. Keep it locked in here. And I hope GCW brings out a video game. I'm sure you're going to be able to create a lot of stuff that they have in there. Ray, you don't know about anything, right? Your face looked like,
there is a deathmatch video game coming out that I've heard GCW is partnering with a bit because a lot of their guys are going to be in it. So,
I will say less because there is another game that I know that is being developed with Ruckus and several others.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when it gets closer because there's definitely a lot more indie-wise that should be coming out soon. So stay tuned.
It can't get worse. 2K said, hold my beer. Also, when the hell is Impact going to bring out another game? I'm surprised a lot of these people didn't work with the wrestling code and say, yo, you can have our people. But Impact pulled talent from that.
That makes me think they might be coming out with a game eventually.
Maybe that's the plan.
Yeah.
Listen, it's wrestling video game season. A lot to be excited for. I want to thank Ray for having me on his show. Ray, thank you for coming on here. For myself, for Ray of Respect the Craft, subscribe to his channel. Thank you guys for joining us and showing us some love as we talk about wrestling video games, our hobbies and passion. Make sure you subscribe to Everything Pro Wrestling and hit that like button on your way out. Peace.